Software and apps. Well, like I've already mentioned, Easy Keys, that's something I definitely use a lot. It's an incredible piece of software. I've spoken about it several times already, and to get inspiration, to get ideas, and that's the whole point, right? If you're going to use software, if you're going to use any kind of apps, any kind of, technology that we have, and we have a lot of it these days, obviously the objective is to write more, to write better, to sort of, get into that space where, you have like a new perspective and a new, fresh viewpoint. Right, you can play a progression on the guitar, you can play whatever on it, and it's great. But if you're on the guitar all the time and you're just hearing the same progressions, we do tend to be creatures of habit. We do tend to play the same things over and over oftentimes. We get stuck in a rut. And if you're playing that chord progression over and over, it's gonna get stale. It's not gonna be inspiring after a while, and you're gonna feel like you've exhausted all possibilities to write a new song with that progression, which you've played 1,000 times before. But the reality is that if you switched to a different instrument, you'll find that you might get a fresh viewpoint that might come out of just an old progression that you played like 1,000 times before. It means nothing. Like you've played it so many times, probably written maybe 5 or 6 songs or 10 songs, and you just feel like it's done, right? It's still probably fun to play, but it doesn't inspire you anymore. Well, plug those chords into a piece of software like Easy Keys, and then try the different types of genres that they have on there, the different styles that are available, different playing styles, different genres, different tempos, and different sounds. There's piano sounds, there's organ sounds, there's all kinds of different sounds they have. All of it synth based, and I promise you, if you did that same old chord progression all of a sudden will sound a lot fresher. It'll sound new. It'll be like there's going to be a new inspiration there because of the sound of the instrument, but also the playing style, the tempo, everything comes into play. Okay, so that's one way that I use software and to sort of, help me with the songwriting process. I love that because even if I'm not even if I don't have writer's block, I still use Easy Keys regularly for that kind of thing. I'll have a loop going, any progression, and I'll usually pick them at random. So I'll just pick any chord progression and just start humming, na-na-naing, gibberish, and amazing things happen because it's not my instrument. I don't play piano, it's not the thing that I gravitate towards the most. It's the guitar. So give that a shot. That's what I do, and I always recommend it to all my students, especially the one-on-ones that I have, the students that don't play any instrument. They don't play guitar, they don't play piano, they don't play anything. Okay, that's what I do, and they're usually lyricists, but some of them are not just lyricists. Some of them they have some melodic lines to go with their lyrics. So I always encourage them to pick up a piece of software like that. It's a paid software, it's not free, but there's a bunch of free ones on there. It's a long list of software that's available to us these days. We're very lucky.